Alright, for number 5, so now we're starting something else. So we're doing what is the solution? Alright, so now we're starting to solve. So I have negative 5 times 3x plus 1 is equal to negative 4x plus 7 times negative 3 minus x, right? So again, I'm going to rewrite it because I want us to have a little more space to do this. So I'm going to go on ahead and do this by hand. Alright, so let's see if we remember our steps. So remember, we're solving my variables on both sides. Right? I gotta get it alone on one. So my first step says that I need to distribute. So on this side, I'm distributing a negative 5. So negative 5 times a 3x will give me negative 15x. Negative 5 times a 1 will give me a negative 5. Bring down my equal sign. On this side, I'm not doing anything with the 4x, so I just bring it down. I'm distributing a positive 7. I'm distributing that inside. So 7 times a negative 3 is a negative 21, and negative 7 times a negative x is a negative 7x. Then the second step says to combine like terms. On this side, I cannot combine the two, so we don't need to do anything. On this side, I have 4x and a negative 7. Right, so, sorry, let me rewrite this side. Let's rewrite this. We didn't combine anything, so I bring it down. On this side, 4 plus negative 7. Right, you have 4, you take away 7, it leaves us with negative 3. So that's negative 3x. And I can go on ahead and bring down my negative 21. The next step says we move the smallest variable. Which one is smaller? Remember, the bigger the negative, the smaller you are. So we're going to move the negative 15. How do we move a negative 15? That's a positive 15. So we do positive 15 to both sides. Alright, this side will cancel. Bring down your negative 5 is equal to negative 3 plus 15 leaves us with 12x. Bring down your negative 21. Finally, I can go on ahead and start moving to get the x alone. First thing we move is a positive 21. That will cancel. Bring down your 12x. Bring down your equal sign, and negative 5 plus 21 is going to leave us with 16. Right? If you don't know, let's do this. Negative 5 plus 21, 16. Lastly, wait, I did something wrong. Did I do something wrong? Oop, I sure did. So, let's see. Let's see if anyone found my mistake. There was a negative 4x here. I did not bring it down. Okay, so this is where I messed up. So I'm just going to backtrack here. Alright, let's just erase all this. 10 points if someone can find the mistake before I announce it. Okay, so I'm just going to rewrite this. Ooh. Negative 15x minus 5. Okay, so let's start over. So remember, we didn't combine here. It's here where I combine. I had negative 4 plus a negative 7. What does that give me? A negative 11x. Alright. Now, the negative 15 is still smaller, so we're still going to add the 15 and we're going to move the smaller variable. So we're still doing that. Alright, this will cancel. Bring down my negative 5. And negative 11x plus 15 is actually 4x. So that was my mistake. Negative 21. Alright, everything's still the same. I'm still going to add the 21 to both sides. Alright, that will cancel. Bring down your 4x. This is still 16. However, what do I divide by? 4. Oops. So x is equal to, what is 16 divided by 4? That's going to leave us with 4. Now, all of this, right, you saw how I made a mistake. I was going through it, clearly made a mistake. Who remembers the magic trick? I know this is a lot of steps. So remember, there is a magic trick when we are solving. All you have to do is you put one side into the calculator. So I'm in Desmos. This first side, negative 5, parentheses, 3x plus 1. Negative 5. Parentheses, 3x plus 1, parentheses. That's one side. Put the other side. Negative 4x plus 7, parentheses, negative 3 minus x. Whoops. negative 4x, oops, again, here I go forgetting that negative, plus 7, parentheses, negative 3 minus x. Did I get that right? Let's see. I did. Alright, so again, how do we know that we have a solution? It's where my lines do what? Where they intersect, right? So I'm looking on the graph, and I'm looking for the intersection. So right here, where my lines intersect, I did have to zoom. I had to zoom out and scroll down. My x was equal to 4, right? Is that what the intersection gave us? And what did we get? We said our x was equal to what? 4. So remember, this is the magic trick. So now, knowing the magic trick, let's look at problem number 6. It's also which value of x makes the equation true. So again, here's a solving one. Look at that. Do we really want to distribute, do all that? No. Let's take the shortcut and let's do the magic trick. So let's put this side into the calculator. So I'm going to go on ahead, clear this one out. So this side was 9 parentheses 1.1x minus 1. Oops. 9 parentheses 1.1 x minus 1. Alright, and this side, this is a lot, so negative 0.06 parentheses. Negative 0.06 parentheses. It's gonna take me a while. 0.6. Lord. 0.6 parentheses. Negative 6.5x. Negative 6.5x. Minus 8.4. Close that out. So again, I have my two lines. So I'm looking for where they intersect. They intersect right here. And what is the intersection they gave me? They gave me the x is equal to 2.34. So the intersects at 2.34. Alright? So again, look at 7 and 8. Again, we're both looking for solving for x. Right? Again, I'm not trying to do all of that by hand, right? So, what is the shortcut? Let's do the magic trick. We're going to put this side into the calculator, this one in the other ones, in the other slot. So, clear it out again. Negative 3 minus 3.4. Parentheses, what else? X minus 2.1. X minus 2.1. Close it. That's one side. What is the other side? 5.5 parentheses. Well, this is a lot. 5.8. Sorry, I read that wrong. 5.8. Parentheses 2.3. Negative. Ooh. Negative 2.3. It's going to take me a while. I didn't bring my paper up here. Minus 1.4x. Close out the parentheses, and then they added plus 0.45. Plus 4.5. Okay? So I put one side, then the other side, and again, I'm looking for where my lines intersect. I found it right here. If I tap it, that x is equal to negative 2.75. So in your griddable, you would do negative 2.75. So bubble into the negative, the 2, the point, and the 7, 5. Alright, and the very last one for solving, again, another solution. So again, I have one side in the calculator, and then this is going to be the other side in the calculator. So I'll go on ahead and do it one last time because I really don't want you to lose this magic trick. It's going to save you a big headache. Imagine trying to do that by hand, right? So negative 1 minus 2 minus 2 parentheses 1 plus 4x. Close it out. What's the other side is 5 parentheses x plus 2. 5 parentheses x plus 2. Simple enough. Again, I'm looking for my intersection. Where they intersect right there, that x is equal to negative 1. So x equals a negative 1. Alright, so that so 5 through 8 were all solutions, solving for x, right? And we learned our magic trick. So all we're looking for is if we put in the calculator, we're looking for where our 2 points intersect, and you can do that for all solving problems.